Hey, welcome back to the podcast, episode 18. Today I got Sweet Pea. Hi. Chip.
What's up?
And Pickle. How y'all doing?
Good.
Y'all ready to have a conversation?
Oh, you didn't want to know how I was doing?
Oh, how you doing, Chip?
I am doing fantastic.
We're all great.
Y'all ready to have a conversation?
Yes.
I am.
Okay, let's get that conversation.
Let's do it. And welcome back to number 18 of Random Ear Candy. We are back here in the studio. That is four of us.
Yeah.
We are missing...
Not French fry.
We're missing French fry.
Again.
Why are we missing French fry?
He's off.
Hold on. French fry has entered into this stage of life where some things have become more important than sitting down with the rest of the family and doing a podcast.
And having a conversation.
He's like having conversations with other people now in his life.
Well, one particular person.
French fry has entered the... I can't even think of a word.
The smitten stage.
The smitten stage.
The smitten stage. French fry has another special somebody in his life that I think is
Obviously more important than
that
us.
is taking
yes.
more priority than the rest of the family
I don't even see him anymore.
or this podcast. And he is off, at the time of this recording, he's off gallivanting around, courting and doing all those type of things. So
Yes.
anyway,
Very
hope
sad.
he has fun, but we're going to have a conversation
With or without him.
with or without him.
Actually, without him.
So,
Yeah, as
anyway.
it turns out, without him.
All right, Sweet Pea, do you have this day in history?
I sure do.
Let's do it.
This day in history, November the 7th, 1786, the Stoughton Musical Society, the oldest musical society in the U.S., was formed. They also won the nation's first singing contest in 1790.
Oh, wow.
I know. That was
That's-
kind of cool.
It's nice.
Gnarly.
Never heard of them.
Me
Me
neither.
either. Probably because it was in 1786.
Yeah, I think I remember them.
Oh. In 1783, before that happened,
Why are we stuck in the 1700s?
Like, can we go like
this was
1900s?
interesting. Listen, this did not happen in the U.S., but I thought it was really interesting.
Oh.
John Austen became the last person to be publicly hanged on London's Tyburn gallows.
And who is he?
Is it?
I don't know who he
Is
was.
it hanged or hung?
Hanged.
So,
I'm
You'd be
reading what
You'd
it
be hung.
says.
Public.
Hanged.
That's
That was
nice.
in London?
That was in
Because
London.
I'm pretty sure we did some more hangings here
They
in the Wild
did.
Wild West.
Well, they did more hangings in
Not
London
legally.
too. They just didn't do them in that location anymore.
Legal hangings?
Yes, it was
After
legal.
that?
It was legal to hang.
Yeah.
Like after that date?
Yeah.
For sure.
Oh, I didn't know
They
that.
even did it
Yeah.
still in London after that date. They just didn't do it in Tyburn
Oh,
gallows.
like publicly?
Oh.
They still did it publicly.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So you could go watch the hanging?
Yeah. You could make a day of it, bring a
I think
picnic
the point
and
of
everything.
this day in history was that was the last time that it was done at that location.
Oh.
Hanging was definitely continued on.
Yeah. And
Oh, yeah.
kids would go too. Parents would bring their whole family.
Yeah, it was actually like a community event.
It was.
That's nice. Why don't we do that anymore?
Oh, I'm glad we don't.
Let me think about it. All right, let's see. What else you
Okay,
got?
1893, Colorado became the second U.S. state to give women the right to vote.
Oh, all
that's
right.
cool.
Happy
I
birthday,
know.
women who are able to vote.
It is. It's awesome.
Yay.
All right, moving on. 1956, President Eisenhower won his second term with the most significant Republican win since Abraham Lincoln in 1860.
Oh, wow.
He was the
That's-
34th president.
That's pretty gnarly.
That's nice.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay, here's the most interesting one.
Oh, dear.
In 2005,
Oh,
Red,
this is recent.
yeah, sort of.
We might remember this one.
I wasn't born yet.
I was
Yes, you were.
No, I wasn't.
In 2005.
I was born in 2006.
Seriously?
Seriously.
like
Dude,
negative.
you're such a baby.
Chip.
All right.
Don't even know when your own son is born.
I couldn't have told you.
Red Octane released Guitar Hero for PlayStation 2 in North America.
Oh, wow. That's cool.
Yeah. So
You used to play Guitar Hero.
I did, and I was really good at it. At least I think I was.
I don't think
know.
we ever got to the good stage.
I would probably be good at it.
I was better than you were.
No.
We would battle.
No. All right. That's all? Thank you, Sweet Pea,
that's
for
all
this
I
day in
have.
history and
They were-
entertaining us with those awesome, wonderful, worldly facts.
You're welcome.
All right. Can we have some different music, please? Pickle. Thank you. All right. So
Today's subject.
today's subject is we really don't have a subject.
We decided to be random.
We're going to
We
let y'all
are
call in.
just-
Oh, wait. We're not doing that one this time.
No.
We don't even have a number.
So we kind of usually come to the table with a certain topic or a certain thing that somebody
talk
has
about.
wanted to talk about, and today we just were like,
Well, I
Let's
had
just-
one, but nobody wanted to talk
Let's
about
just
it.
let's just catch up and let's just see what's going on in our lives. And so we will start with Pop-Tart. And just the question is, what has your week been made up of? What have you done this week? What's interesting to you right now, and what's going on?
Well, first thing this week was Monday, and I think I did schoolwork. And then I made a Christmas list because
Yes.
You made a Christmas list?
Yes, Christmas.
Not
is-
even Thanksgiving.
Gotta get prepared.
Yeah, you gotta get all those presents by.
How long was your Christmas list?
Oh, it had probably about 10 or 15 things on it.
I have 3
Did
on
you
mine.
did you keep everything to like a each item to like a $10 max?
Oh, no. I had a way bigger max than that.
Oh boy, I hope you're saving your money to help
I don't
contribute.
know if Santa Claus can afford anything
Oh, really?
more than that.
What, one year he delivered a trampoline to us. How can he not afford something else?
He's
still
you see,
recovering.
we have inflation going on right now. Prices are up, gas is up, and things are hard right
He
now.
might
so
not even be able to get his
I
sleigh
think
here.
I think worldwide we're cutting back. So
Gas prices are astronomical, so he might even not
we-
have enough to.
we might need to
Build a sleigh.
revise. We might need to revise. We might need to revise that Christmas list and
Maybe you should just ask for Cheerios
get some prices down.
or Pop Tarts.
but.
All right, moving on. What else have you? What's going on in your week?
Well, on Tuesday I went to school. And I went to school and I had lunch break. And I had I had a Hot Pocket.
Okay.
All right. So
so thrilling.
what's the highlight of your week though?
Anything exciting happened this week?
I got a new costume.
Awesome.
Something that our
What's your
school's
costume
doing.
for?
It's for something that our school's doing.
Oh yeah. And who are
What
you?
are we doing at school?
We're doing a fall fun day, so we all dress up as different fictional characters, and then the other students have to guess who you are.
Who are you, Moses?
No,
Who's your character?
I'm gonna be Sherlock Holmes.
Do you like your costume?
Well, who was Sherlock Holmes?
Sherlock Holmes. He
What
was
did
a
he do?
detective.
Oh, okay. So you have the whole hat and the whole pipe and everything.
Yeah, you got the pipe, you got the glasses, you got the hat.
So
And you have a coat and a cape.
Yeah,
And?
I have a pistol.
And what else?
Oh,
What do
a
you
magnifying glass.
Magnifying.
yeah.
That's the most
have
important thing.
you put on your costumes and had any open investigations yet
Well, actually, Chip, you gave me an investigation.
that you couldn't figure out?
Yeah, it's a couple days ago. Some boxes and a tarp mysteriously appeared in our shed, and Chip told me, "Pop-Tart, why don't you go figure out how these boxes got there?" And I went, "Okay." So I looked for fingerprints, couldn't find any. So the person that
You
put
were
them
doing
there,
this for free?
no, he was gonna pay me $1.
Whoa, inflation,
Yeah.
Chip. Hello.
So did you figure out where the boxes come from?
No.
Okay,
You
so
failed your first
so
case.
listen, real life stuff right here is we had 2 big plastic totes show up, stacked
Appear.
inside of each other, appear in our shed, which is like right directly behind our house. And I assumed that one of the boys put them there.
Yes.
And I asked everybody in the family. Nobody knew. It even had a rolled up blue tarp laying in this box.
That nobody recognizes.
Nobody knows how it got there. So
It's a ghost.
for Pop-Tart's first official case as Sherlock Holmes, I said, look, figure out how the boxes got here. Well, he didn't get nowhere with it. And we still, to this day, don't know where those plastic totes come from. I mean, it is like 2 brand new totes that you would have went and bought for
So
storage.
if you're listening to this and you're the one that did it, you can call us or
Sherlock.
come visit and let us know.
Own up to it. So,
Sherlock,
all right.
I have one thing to say. Was the game afoot?
No.
Were you on the case?
No, I
Supposed
didn't.
to say, I'm on the case.
I
The
did-
game's afoot.
I didn't feel like I was on the case.
Didn't you have
And-
a computer game about Sherlock Holmes, or one of y'all did?
Oh, no.
And he would say, the game's afoot.
Pop-Tart, you had one more exciting thing that I know you did this past week. What
How
was
come you know things about me that I don't even know?
Because I'm your dad. What else did you do?
I don't even remember anything.
Well, on Wednesday, I went to school again, and I had
Okay, what happened? What happened on Friday?
that was yesterday. Let me think. No, it wasn't yesterday. It was.
Yeah, that was
Yeah,
yesterday.
it was yesterday.
Oh yeah.
At the time of this recording.
Yeah, at the
it
time
was
of this
yesterday.
recording.
So let me think of what I did yesterday. I don't
Maybe
know
you
what
could jog his memory
You don't know
because
what you
none
did
of us
yesterday. You didn't
know.
go anywhere yesterday.
Oh yeah, I went to the
Oh.
Space Museum.
Oh, we had a field trip, didn't we?
I totally forgot
Are
about
you
that.
serious?
I did too.
So
Okay.
what was there? What'd you see? What happened?
I saw rockets, and I saw an IMAX.
All right, what was your IMAX about?
It was about Tornado Alley, so we got to see a bunch of tornadoes running over me.
Okay.
Yeah, it looked really creepy.
That's nice.
All right.
Yeah.
Pickle, what about you? What's new?
Well, at the beginning of the week, I invested into a new program.
You invested.
Ooh.
You hold on. You
So it's
invested.
not an expense,
So what
it's
is
an investment.
What's an investment?
Exactly.
What's an investment?
Something you put money into, hoping to eventually be able to get
A good
that
return.
money back. Plus,
An investment
some-
is you
yeah.
put money into something expecting a return.
Yep.
What did you invest in that you're expecting a return on?
Well, I invested money and hoping to get money in return.
But what was your program?
Yeah.
Logic Pro.
What is Logic Pro for those who have no clue what we're even talking about right now?
It's a DAW that's like, so any DAW, like a digital audio workspace.
Okay, I
Like
know a DAW
GarageBand.
is something that little girls have.
No,
Yeah.
DAW,
DAW doll. Okay.
digital audio workspace. It's like, most of everyone probably knows what GarageBand is. It comes on your iPhone or Apple laptop.
People our age, mine and Chip's age, won't know what GarageBand
you've
is.
probably seen it or heard of it.
Think
It's
about
basically
hey, listen,
that on
listen, real quick,
steroids.
stop. Think about people like your
Nana.
your nana. If you say I have GarageBand,
She's gonna
she's
think.
gonna paint a literal picture in her mind with someone sitting in their garage
With a band.
beating on drums and a guitar. Okay, so
You have to break it down.
so what is GarageBand?
So GarageBand is basically the program you use to record anything you want or everything.
Okay.
It's like you plug your microphones into a box, basically, for all the older people who don't know what interface is. Plug into this box and then plug the box into your computer. And then, anyway, so it's all connected. And then Logic is just basically all that times 1,000.
So like
the purpose,
GarageBand is
though?
like kindergarten level, and Logic Pro is like 12th
College.
grade level.
Yeah, basically you graduate to Logic if
Okay.
you use GarageBand.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
that's
So
I
what
got
do
you.
you
Early.
create on it?
Music.
Music.
We're doing the podcast on it right now.
Yep.
Okay, so just a really in-depth.
So we ought to be able to hear a big improvement in the quality now that we
It
have
doesn't
Logic.
affect that. That has to do with
With you?
that doesn't have to do with the quality. That has to do with the room and the microphones. The
Hey, if anybody out there in the whole land, in the audience and everything,
The whole land.
The
We're back
whole
in the
land.
Renaissance period.
well, I say that because we have people overseas that listen to this. What are some of the countries?
I want to give a shout out to Uzbekistan. They've been
How
so
do you say
faithful.
that? Uzbekistan.
Uzbekistan.
We have people in Uzbekistan that
We
we
have
can
a
tell
faithful listener.
that we can
I
tell
don't know who.
listen faithfully and like listen to every episode.
Yes.
We have a lot of people, or a good bit of people in Germany that listen every
We do.
episode too.
They've kind of been slacking though the last couple.
We know a couple
Hey,
people in Germany though.
Pick up
so,
your
I mean,
socks,
that's
Germany.
Probably who it is.
Turn on your podcast, Germany.
I know.
And if you're turning it on, thank you, Germany.
And usually Mexico has a few.
So listen, anyway, I say people in the whole land. So let me get back to my original point. People in the whole land and in the whole world. If you hear bad sound, email and let Pickle know.
Yes.
So I can
But he's-
convince Chip to
because
get more.
because he's the sound guy. It's his responsibility, and he needs to know
Yes.
if the sound is bad or what improvements or suggestions that maybe y'all have that could help us out. All right.
Phone
Anything
pads.
else, Pickle?
Have you
Phone pads.
That go around your microphone,
Oh,
or
yeah,
you can put on the
yeah,
walls to
yeah.
absorb the sound.
You did say something.
We're not
about
putting
that.
anything on the walls.
I'm saying sometimes they can look pretty cool though if you do it right.
Well, have
I
you
don't know.
created any masterpieces since you got this new software? Or whatever this is called?
I wouldn't call it a masterpiece, but there's some stuff I've been playing around with.
Anything else other than Logic Pro?
Something happened Thursday, but I think you wanted to talk about that.
Yeah, let me talk about that.
Okay.
That was kind of scary.
He's going to hog that one.
Chip.
All right. Nothing else? Everything else is good, groovy, fantastic?
I mean, not this week, but let's see, the week before I bought a new laptop.
Oh.
Okay.
So
That was much needed.
that was really needed. So,
Needed for what?
The
well,
podcast.
in general, my old one couldn't update anymore. It was too old.
Yeah.
What kind of laptop did you buy?
2018 MacBook Pro.
Man,
that's
you were
nice.
like highfalutin stuff. Mm-hmm. You must have all that money.
Not
Not
anymore.
Yeah.
That was before.
Let's not give the price tags of the MacBook and the Logic program. Wow.
And
Well,
the
they can go look it up
interface.
now that they know. The interface is a secret.
All right. Sweet Pea, give us your look on life right now.
My look on life.
Yes.
Well, I had a change this week that I'm kind of excited and kind of nervous about. I'm excited. I love to draw, and back in, I guess, January of this year, I was having to care for my mother. She had moved in with us, and I discovered the joys of digital art. And so that's what I began to do to pass the time. And I've had a really good time with it, and I've done different pieces for my family and for my loved ones, and I've just continued to enjoy it more and more. And so recently I decided to kind of branch out and maybe try to make a little business out of it. And I
Okay.
did that this week. I made an Instagram page and a Facebook page.
Do you want to give
So
your...
are you trying to
Plug? Yes,
plug?
I am.
Are you taking
Advertising.
advantage
I'm advertising.
of our family podcast
We could just bleep
and
that out.
advertising in our family podcast?
Yes, I am. Digital
Do
creations.
we have a clause somewhere that you got to pay for those kind of things?
Not unless you're going to also pay me to be on the podcast.
So wait, what's your...
I'm going to
thing?
tell you, it's digital. Stop!
I love it.
We have to...
I'm going to pull the plug on this thing.
I did not know that you had a beat button.
We can't...
We've talked about it before.
we can't have free
You
advertisement.
know, usually what beat buttons are used for, we would never have no need for it. But that was the perfect.
Move your finger. I want to say what.
I want to hit the beat button.
No. This is not going to become a free for all.
I wish I could reach the beat button.
Yeah, you have little T-Rex arms.
I would be beeping everybody when on this podcast.
Your little
I press the
T-Rex
beat
arms
button?
can't reach it.
Anyway, I'll let you advertise free once. So go ahead and give it
Oh,
one
all
time.
right, this is your
Pay
one-time
attention.
shot. Free advertisement.
Don't move that lever when I say it.
Okay, pay attention. We turn the music off.
And go.
Digital Creations by Janie
All right. That was your only
on
free time.
Instagram and Facebook.
Ooh, yay.
Look me up and follow me
All right.
and order something.
And order
I
something.
actually got my first commission this week.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm excited, but I'm being very challenged by it. So
Okay.
we're gonna see what happens.
Out.
All right. That sounds fun.
That's my week, and I went on the field trip too.
Yeah, I
Was
did
it-
that too.
Did
Yeah,
you see
me too.
anything interesting at the field trip?
I did. I was entertained.
I saw a rocket.
So I went on the
And
field trip.
educated.
I went on the field trip, and I decided after being on that field trip that I might start studying to be an astronaut.
Okay. Talk to Mark Rober. He can help you
Yeah.
out.
And I said that, hey, Mark Rober,
might interview him.
Random Ear Candy Podcast.
We're thinking about interviewing
Hit
him
us up.
next week.
Listen to the episodes. You can get the email and all the contact information from there.
You can fly him down and interview him on here.
Flying. I haven't reached that level.
I think he just meant pay.
Anyway, I want to be an astronaut when I grow up, and I might start working toward that. What you think?
No, you're too old.
I mean, dream big, live small.
Why would you crush somebody's? Why would you crush
Because I'm
somebody's?
going to be the one to suffer if you
dream
start
and
putting money into being an
ambition?
astronaut.
Tell
And
you
I
what,
know
we
how
could
you
start-
are. You'll be interested in 2 months.
Would you tell the little 13 or 14-year-old there that they couldn't be an astronaut?
No, because they have their whole life ahead of them to work towards providing the means
Yeah,
to get
Chip,
there.
your
But
life is almost over.
That part's over
You know,
with for
we
you.
should start a GoFundMe for our listeners could fund
There
you
you go.
and fund your education.
Hey,
Guys, listen to me. The
everybody out there in the land.
voice in the land.
Do you think I should start a GoFundMe account for my astronaut endeavors?
Let me just say, as the
me
wife
know.
of Chip, this has been almost 20 years, and maybe one day we'll give our story of our life together. But it's been almost 20 years that we've been married, and I just want to tell you, this is not a good investment. I know what's going to happen. He'll get in 2 months into it, and then he'll be bored.
Hey, everybody out there in the
You'll
land.
lose your
He
money.
was going to get his pilot's license because that never
Hey,
happened.
everybody
There's a
out
lot of things he was going to do.
I'm trying to talk.
We know,
Photography,
we know.
saxophone.
Hey, Pickle.
Everybody out in the land, let us know.
Hear ye, hear ye.
Should I start a GoFundMe account to start my astronaut endeavors?
Guys,
Let
please
us
say
know.
no.
Pickle, get
Hey.
the beat button ready.
I feel ganged up on here in the room in the studio on this podcast right now.
Your life speaks for itself. We
I need
can't
some-
ignore that.
I need some support.
I heard a beep.
I did too.
I
It
did.
wasn't
And
me.
I have no idea where that came from.
I'm on silent, so it's not me.
All right. Anything else, Sweet Pea?
No, I can't think of anything else. I mean, other than what you're gonna hog and tell everyone about.
Yeah, I could tell them right now.
Yes.
It's not really nothing big. It's just
No,
something.
oh sure.
Something.
Just something that never happened to us before.
Something
ever.
Yeah.
that never happens. So is it my turn?
And shouldn't
I
happen.
guess. Go ahead. Tell us
Well, I
your
don't
big
want.
news.
I don't want to hog your time.
I'm done. Just follow me. Digital Creations by Jamie.
Beeper, beeper.
I want to beep.
Snuck it
I'll
in
go back
there.
and beep that out. Maybe might leave it in. We'll see.
All right. So, yeah, just something crazy and weird happened this past week. I decided that I needed to go to town and get something, and it was going to require our trailer. We have a 10-foot trailer that we pull behind our vehicle, our Expedition. And Pickle and French Fry were going to go with me into town. And French Fry wanted to drive, and he drives all the time. Now, he doesn't pull a trailer all the time, but he wanted the practice and experience of pulling the trailer. We hook the trailer up, he hooks the trailer up, and we get going down the road. We get about 5-6 miles, 5 minutes down the road, and we are big, long straightaway, kind of out in the middle of nowhere. We live in a very rural area,
Thank goodness.
and we're on this big open stretch of highway. I mean, you can see 3 miles in front of you, big, huge fields on the side of you. I'm talking like we are the only ones
Alive.
on the road at this point. French Fry's driving. I'm in the passenger seat. Pickle and Pop-Tart, were you with us?
Yeah.
So,
in the back seat.
so they were in the middle seat. The Expedition has
3 rows.
3 rows, and they were in the middle seat. And we're driving along, normal speed. Everything's going. Life is groovy. And all of a sudden, we hear this big, huge, loud explosion.
Kaboom!
I meant like kaboom. Like, you know what I thought it was when it initially first started happening? It sounded like,
It sounds like when you've been in a car wreck.
well,
And it-
you know what I thought it sounded like? It sounded like 100 ice chests with ice and somebody dumping ice out of an ice chest.
So like an explosion first, and then that
But
happened.
it was like kaboom, and then like just this crashing weird sound. And I looked back, and Pickle said, Dad, he's like, man, the back window just exploded. And I look back there, and there's big, huge gaping hole in the back of the vehicle. And sure enough, there is glass everywhere. I mean, like all in the back of the vehicle, and like the back glass is supported by strut rods. The strut rods are hanging down. I'm like,
It was scary.
Pickle, our French fry, at the moment it happened, he's craning his neck trying to see what's going on. So the vehicle starts trying to fishtail, and I'm nervous that the trailer's going to start
Pop
getting
Tart's back here
fishtailed.
just like duck down covering us at the holes.
I
And
would have too, probably.
At this point, I see a vehicle coming toward us, and the vehicle's kind of going crazy and weaving all over the road. So I grab the steering wheel, kind of get the vehicle back steady. And we ended up pulling over on a side road and turning around, and we were only about 6 miles from the house. So we come on back to the house, and we cleaned up and got the little vacuum cleaner out and worked all that out, got the mess cleaned up, and
There's probably still glass embedded.
oh, I'm sure you will never.
Be able to lay our hands in
It'll
the-
be forever, because the back of that vehicle has got this kind of like
I
fuzzy
Velcro
hate
type
that
stuff.
stuff. Why
Fuzzy-
do they put that stuff back there?
Velcro type
It catches
carpet.
everything bad.
And we got all the big main pieces, but if you look at it, like in the sunlight, you can see all these little sparkles, which means we got all these little shards of
Ugh.
We need to go
glass.
through the car wash and use their
But
nice
Just
vacuums.
open the hatch and let the water
Anyway.
run in.
Use their nice vacuums on it.
anyway, we got the mess cleaned up. But then we had a fear because we currently don't have a covering to park our vehicles under.
Yes.
And now we don't have a back glass. It's empty, big, gaping hole, and we knew that we had forecasted rain.
Big rain.
100% of
Yeah.
forecasted rain. We're like, man, what are we going to do? How are we going to keep water from getting in our vehicle? And we're kind of stressing over that.
And the weekend was approaching.
weekend's approaching. Who's going to work on putting new glass in on the weekend? And anyway, Sweet Pea was able to make some phone calls, and we actually had this nice business about 15 minutes from us, and they offered for us to bring our vehicle in, and they were going to put it in their shop in a closed environment and then work on it throughout the weekend.
Yeah, they were super nice.
And we're going to get it back.
Saturday, hopefully.
Today.
Or- yeah, today.
Well, at
Saturday.
the time of this
Yeah.
recording, we'll get it back sometime today, hopefully. But anyway, that was crazy. But what I wanted to say was, we were all scratching our heads, like, what happened? What made this glass explode? Because what's crazy, instead of an explosion, it was more kind of like an implosion. Mm-hmm. Like all the glass. If you think about the vehicle moving at 60 miles an hour forward, the glass, when it imploded in toward the vehicle. And we're
That's
like,
weird.
man, what could cause that? My first thought was there a little kid in the ditch, like shooting a pellet gun or something? And shot at us as we drove
I mean,
by.
it seems like it would take an outside force. I thought a
So-
rock at
It would have had
first.
to.
So
I mean, it seems like.
I don't know.
I don't know.
But anyway, we got in another vehicle, and we still went on we went to our destination, and we drove through that area. And I was looking, like I said, we're in the middle of a bunch of fields and some farms and stuff. And I thought, well, maybe somebody was on a tractor, bush hogging a field or something. We drove through there. 20 minutes had went by. Nobody was on tractors or anything. So I was really still stumped about it. Like, no rocks were flung through the air, more than likely. Nobody shot at us, I don't think. And I kind of just like, oh well. But I decided later on that night to look it up to see if my particular vehicle had a history of exploding glass for no reason. And come to find out, it is not uncommon for a glass to
Blow up.
blow up.
Be nice if they would warn you of that.
And here's the reason why. So windshields and back windows and even the side windows of vehicles are made of tempered glass. You know what that means?
Yeah, that's like.
Yeah.
That means
made
when
a-
it does break, it's going to break in all these fine little
Yeah,
pieces,
like puzzle pieces.
and not big, huge.
Chunks that could fly
chunks,
around and hit
right.
people.
And they say what happens is tempered glass takes a lot of abuse. Like, it can take rocks hitting it constantly for years, and it will hold up to that. But at some point, it becomes too weak to continue on. And they said the black glasses in those expeditions, sometimes just driving down the road in the jar of the vehicle, if that glass has taken previous abuse, that it can explode for no reason.
So
Dangerous.
the
If you
final,
had, like,
the
kids-
final
that's,
straw,
that's what I'm going with. That's what I'm
But
assuming.
why would it
happened.
implode?
I don't know.
the final straw could have happened last week, and then today then Thursday it could have been like, well, that's it. I'm not doing this anymore. I'm out.
Chip.
Literally.
I don't know. I mean, the example was given like if you're driving down the interstate and you get behind like a log truck, wood chips over time hitting your windshield and
But that's the windshield.
It's
Yeah,
the
that's
same
your
thing.
front
But it's the same
windshield.
thing. It's made out of the same stuff.
But stuff doesn't normally hit the back glass, does it?
Well,
I know that's
I
kind of
mean,
weird.
There's not. I mean,
rocks.
cars don't usually fling stuff
what
forward.
if it's sitting in our driveway and you're out mowing grass?
That's true.
And you're hitting our
You guys probably caused it. Why didn't I think
you're
of that?
hitting our back window with a lawnmower. Rocks coming
Hey.
off the lawnmower.
Hey, Chip.
What?
I have an idea. This might be another case for Sherlock Holmes.
There you go.
That's true.
The game's afoot.
Anyway, it was
Get your
just
magnifying glass ready.
at the time. I mean, looking back, I mean, it wouldn't. It was just an exploding window. At the time, man, that was crazy scary.
Yeah, I could see
like,
where that would be
out of the middle of
scary.
nowhere, just a big, huge explosion. And I guess my first thoughts for being all the way in the front of the vehicle, it sounded like somebody hit us. Is kind of what I thought happened at first. But
I'm really thankful that y'all didn't have a wreck from that as a result of that.
yeah.
Yeah.
So are showers, like the walk-in showers, tempered glass too?
The doors.
Because
and
I
stuff.
remember I was telling. I don't think Kamine is telling this, but we were talking to one of our friends about it, and he was saying one night he was laying in bed, and all of a sudden
And
he
they
heard
heard
glass
something
just
shatter.
blowing up,
Yeah,
like
when he
glass
went in his
exploding.
bathroom and the whole shower door had
Yeah,
just
just out of nowhere.
Really?
Yeah.
Out of
That's
nowhere.
crazy.
Kablooey.
It just had blown up for no
Another
reason.
reason to use shower curtains instead of
So I don't know.
glass.
Maybe it's just tempered glass.
Well, when I heard that story, it made me think of that wreck we witnessed that time. Do you remember that, Chip, on the interstate?
Oh, the person was on
When
the
you
wrong
were
side of
talking
the
about how
interstate.
loud it was, it reminded me of that moment. That was so scary.
I'm driving northbound on an interstate, and I see headlights on my side of the interstate.
On a rainy night.
On a rainy night, late at night, and I saw headlights on my side of the interstate, so I pull over on the shoulder. Unfortunately, there was a person directly behind me, and when I hit my brakes to pull over on the shoulder to avoid an impact with the person coming straight toward me, the person behind me didn't know what was happening, and he moved over into the left lane to pass me. And as he moved over into the left lane to pass me, that's where the person coming the wrong way was. That was the lane he was in. And as I pulled over on the shoulder, it was a direct
The impact happened right next to our vehicle.
head-on impact.
It sounded like a bomb.
Nobody hit brakes or anything. I mean, it was 70 miles an hour. I mean,
At least.
head-to-head.
It was horrible.
Head-to-head impact. And we felt the explosion, glass shattered, went all over. I mean, it was most terrifying experience I've ever been involved in.
And
I
it
think.
was ended up
But
being like a
anyway,
5-car
that's-
pileup.
Man, that's kind of a dreary thing to talk about.
I know, but it was kind of going along with y'all's
I don't
thing.
know how we got there.
Me.
Thanks. All right. Anyway, that was my exciting event of the week. Other than that, I'm getting back in the groove. I'm getting back in the rut. Fixing to go to work and try to make a buck. And I think y'all got some plans for this evening.
We don't know. It depends on
Got
the
some,
vehicle.
We
some-
might be
some-
going over to
some-
French fries.
French fries,
French fri-
sweethearts.
So French fries' girlfriend is having a big weenie roast type thing for a
All
lot
right.
of friends.
Kind of
and-
like a fallish
Yeah.
activity.
So we might go to that. Maybe.
All right.
We'll see.
We'll see
Yeah.
how the weather cooperates. It's kind of a rainy, dreary day today, but I think it's supposed to clear out, and maybe y'all can have an opportunity to take a ride.
Yeah.
So,
We'll see.
all right. Anything else?
I think that's it.
No?
Pop-Tart, nothing else.
Nothing
Nope.
from me.
Pickle, no.
Nope.
All right. Sweet pea, all right.
been
Well,
good.
I had fun.
I did too.
It was
All
fun.
right. And everybody out there in the land,
And the land. Hear ye, hear ye.
that's what's going on in our lives, and just kind of a catch-up.
And please email us and let us know what you want us to talk about.
Yeah,
Like
send
if
us
you're-
a suggestion,
yeah,
guys.
Like Y'all don't know how hard it is to think up of something to talk about every single week. So
Yeah,
It's usually me.
We're counting on y'all. We love having conversations, but we want y'all to be interested in our
Yeah.
conversations. So thank y'all for turning us on. Continue to turn us up. Continue to listen. Email.
randomiercandy@yahoo.com.
Yeah, that.
Facebook,
And
Instagram. Yeah.
we'll talk to y'all later.
See y'all.
Bye.
Bye.